So there has been a major announcement from the Alliance Block team regarding the Snapshot information, token distribution, and of course the Alliance Block new airdrop. I'll be going through it all in this video. I'll be going through who's eligible for an airdrop, how much you'd be eligible for, and also a step-by-step guide on how to actually go out of your way to claim the new Alliance Block airdrop. Now, if anyone is a bit unaware on what's happening with ALBT, well, let's just say that one of the partners that was holding a lot of tokens, and that obviously being Bonk DAO, who was holding a large supply of ALBT tokens, has been hacked, and of course Alliance Block's tokens in Bonk DAO was compromised. With that being said, there's been a massive sell-off, and now they have stopped, this Alliance Block token is worthless, and they're going to be relaunching and giving airdrops to obviously the holders that have held Alliance Block throughout. And in this video, I'll be telling you exactly how this will work. If you held Alliance Block before, if you're a holder, then watch this video as you obviously would want to know. But with that being said, if you're new to the Crypto Maxi channel, subscribe and hit the bell. And with that out of the way now, guys, remember, nothing's financial advice. Everything in this video is a public announcement released by the team, and I'm just going through it. And with that being said now, let's get straight into it. So, community update, snapshot information, and token distribution. Following the exploit of Bonk DAO on the 1st of February, which is now actually about 10 days ago, which does date back quite a bit, the Alliance Block team has promptly launched a response team focusing on several key aspects. This article outlines the token distribution scheme for ALBT token holders, liquidity providers, stakers, and so on. Now, pretty much here they show gratitude, I guess, for the support. We'll skip through this, I don't want to waste your time. Holders and stakers will receive the same amount of ALBT tokens they had before the incident. Now, the new token will only be distributed after a full audit, which is currently in progress of the new token. Of course, it's important to have a full audit so there isn't any hacks and so on moving forward. The node allocation will not be part of the token distribution, reducing the total supply of the new tokens to 850 mil. The hacker's address will be omitted from the distribution scheme, and the Alliance Block founders have decided to dedicate a significant amount of their own team token allocation, up to 50 million, for A, users who held ALBT Tros in Bonk DAO, and B, reasonably distribute the new tokens to people who have traded for some time after the incident. So yes, this was a big talking point even in my YouTube comment section, where people were asking if you bought ALBT after the snapshot, right? After the hack, if you were buying the dip because you weren't sure, what was going on with ALBT, well, yes, you're going to be eligible for somewhat of a compensation. I highly doubt you'll get your full amount back that you might have lost, but yes, you are going to be eligible for a compensation, right? So you can see here, reasonably distribute the new tokens to people who have traded for some time after the incident. They do go into more detail in a second, so I'll just wait for that. But key definitions for a snapshot and token distribution, if you're not aware, a snapshot is a record that captures all balances of a wallet, address, contracts on the blockchain to a specific moment. Token distribution is the method through which a new token will be created and sent or made claimable to eligible users, depending on their wallet activity and so on and so forth. So, that being said, stakeholders, I can't even say the word eligibility. Before we dive into the scheme's details, we must note that the activities of stakeholders, token holders, liquidity providers, exchanges, and traders are to a large extent beyond our controls. Pretty much what they are going through and talking about here, I'm pretty much going to sum it up for you. That is, they obviously did release an announcement on Twitter, and they also sent out the message to different exchanges like KuCoin and so on, right? However, not all the exchanges posted their announcement from their end straight away that they'll be halting trading of ALBT, or that ALBT has actually, had a massive compromisation. They did not announce it straight away, and that is obviously on the exchanges. ALBT let the exchanges know right away, and that is what they said, and it was beyond their control. Now, based on discussion with the response team, the following stakeholders and their eligibility have been identified. So holders are users that have had the legacy ALBT tokens in their hardware or software wallets throughout the incident and never traded the ALBT tokens during or after the incident until 24 hours after the Twitter announcement. And the holders are going to be eligible to receive 100% of their tokens. So this is a bit unclear on, if you're going to get exactly the amount in dollars value or in ALBT value, but from the looks of it, it will be the ALBT value. So, you know, there might be a big sell-off after the airdrop, or there might not be, right? There might be people buying it up. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that develops. But if you obviously are a holder of ALBT, I'd recommend for you to stay on your screen when the launch does happen. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on all those dates. But yes, so if it mentions here, right? So the incident and never traded ALBT tokens during or after the incident until 24 hours. So the Twitter announcement was posted around here, we'll give the exact time in that statement. So within 24 hours, if you did not trade, well then yes, you're going to be eligible. So holders are eligible for 100%. Liquidity providers are users with position in liquidity pools with ALBT in BNB, AVAX or Matic, or the Energy Web token pool on Ethereum. Liquidity providers will also receive 100% of the ALBT tokens, of course, as well, of course, with the time of the snapshot. Stakers are users who have staked their tokens in 2-year and 4-year hardcore no mercy staking pools on funders or in liquidity mining campaigns. And user staking pools will also receive 100% of the amount of Alliance Block tokens that they have staked. Users who have staked in funders will also receive staking with the same amount of ALBT they already had, and users who participated in Alliance Block liquidity mining campaigns will receive the ALBT side of the position at the time of the snapshot. Now buyers are users who bought ALBT tokens on centralized exchanges decentralized exchanges up to 24 hours after the Twitter announcement. There is a special distribution scheme, which is what I talked about earlier, explained in the snapshot section. With that being said, if you did, buy ALBT on, like, let's say KuCoin, which was one of the exchanges out there, if you bought it up to 24 hours after the announcement, you are eligible for, let's just say, some more of a compensation, a special distribution scheme, right? So sellers are users who sold ALBT on decentralized exchanges up to 24 hours after the Twitter announcement. There is a special distribution scheme for this group explained in the snapshot section, which we're about to get into now. The traders are users who have bought and sold ALBT tokens on exchanges up to 24 hours after, and again, there's a special part of that in the actual exchange. Now, users of centralized exchanges, the new tokens will be distributed to CEXs, to the information provided to Alliance Block. Please wait for an official announcement from a CEX and follow the instructions carefully. So let's say if you were using KuCoin again, I probably messed up the DEX and CEX here, but yeah, if you were using KuCoin, let's say, you would be eligible, but KuCoin will be the ones that will be distributing your tokens. So ALBT will be distributing the tokens to KuCoin, and KuCoin will be held reliable, I guess, to send the amount of tokens to you or how much you had before. Now, the snapshot section, the part you were probably waiting for. The snapshot was taken on the 1st of February 2023, 11:04 p.m. So if you go around here, it was around, I'm pretty sure, around here, right? So around here is basically before 5 cents, right? So before 5 cents, if you held after this, then you're going to be eligible. So you can see here, the snapshot was taken around then when withdrawal deposits were halted on centralized exchanges. CEXs will have their own token distribution scheme, like I mentioned. So people who have held 100% of Alliance Block smart contracts will receive 100% of the tokens. So if you're still holding right now, yes, you're still going to be eligible. People that held 100% or had tokens in Alliance Block smart contracts will receive 100% of the tokens. People who traded before the snapshot will get tokens distributed in their wallets at the time of the snapshot. People who traded between the snapshot and up to 24 hours after the Twitter announcement will fall under compensation scheme with a fall-off function, and buyers will receive a part of the purchase and sellers will receive a percentage of what they sold. People who had a mix of trades between the snapshots and 24 hours after the announcement will get compensated based on the price on Uniswap at the moment of the snapshot. As a reminder, the snapshot is taken at 11:04 Central Eastern Time, Central European Time, I think, a few hours after the incident took place, using the same authenticated fall-off function. It's important to know centralized exchanges where ALBT is officially listed were promptly notified of the incident. Pausing or stopping trades is subject to CEX's internal procedures and decision making. Now, the fall-off function is for traders or buyers and sellers the numbers of tokens they'll receive will be proportionate for the tokens they bought or sold, and will be determined by a full-on function that is considered within a snapshot of 24 hours. So yeah, this 24-hour window, so from the snapshot taken here, 24 hours afterwards, meaning on the 3rd, so up until here, you're going to be eligible for tokens. If you traded after, it seems like you will not be eligible. So the next steps are: the response team is working hard as preparing the on-chain token distribution process. In the next few days, you can expect a follow-up blog introducing the new token with timelines. Please be vigilant against scams, fraudulent messages, of course. But yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of this announcement. It is pretty detailed. I'll be linking it down below, or you can also check it out on the Alliance Block Telegram. But yes, this is a full breakdown on how this will work. Keep in mind, of course, there's going to be more updates on the actual distribution dates and so on. Subscribe and hit the bell if you don't want to miss it. And yeah, guys, it's been your boy Cryptomaxie. I'll see you guys next time.